Encore une fois, on a réussi à faire quelque chose de différent.
Alright, people, you already know it's your boy Chaos. Okay, we got that 2-game win streak over 200 VC. Recently sunk 8,000 VC into our My Player. So it was nearing about an 80 overall. Big Fred, huh?
Vos paroles c'était du vent. Je pense plus au passé, j'ai pris les devants. Ce que j'ai dans le ventre, ça vaut bien plus du caviar en bas du bloc. On est plus avare que bavard. Mes projets, c'est mon histoire, bande de j'écris mes 16 avec le sang de mes balafres. Je me creuse la tête pour ne rien faire de banal. Éviter les bananes, la magie c'est banam. J'ai commencé tôt poteau, t'avais pas l'âge. 2001 sous marché là quand je me balade. Si je le fais pas, qui sauvera le Val-de-Marne? Reste pas là, j'ai des projets en marche. Y'a que les mots et
Yo, why don't you pick a different uniform from, bro? Yo, that shit is whack. Why don't you go some retro, old school? At least make it fun, shit. What's up, bro? Nice to meet you. Let's have a good one.
Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor.
Step back. Come on, stop the pausing, Big Freddy. Just play the game, bro. Come on, Johnny Bjarton. Come on, Freddy Krueger. Fucking Fred Van Vliet. And also Fred Van Fleet and shit. His cousin. Fred Astaire. Fred Roach. Fred and Freddy. It's Ed and Eddie. Joe Jervicious. He's rocking steady. Alright, come on. But seriously.
Here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And breaking down the game, let's take a look here at Eric Gordon.
And, you know, against him, Steve, as an opponent, you need to make sure you're making smart and crisp passes because he's so good at picking off the sloppy loose ones.
Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to pull out the victory. Just couldn't come through in crunch time.
Greg, I thought it was a solid effort from them all the way around. I mean, as you and I know, moral victories are kind of empty consolation prizes. A loss is a loss. He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
And the jam by Harden.
Out of here.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And there's the call on Nene. That's his first foul.
Tried to be cool with you, but you just want to be a couple cocksuckers on the bitch.
Leonard, the pass to BERTANS. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 6 points for T.J. Warren.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Paul with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Anderson kicks to Capella. Harden. That's good.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike D'Antoni had to say to our Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, he told me that basically on the defensive end, if they can do a good job on their outside shooters, everything else should fall into place. He said, listen, if we can force them to work the ball inside on a consistent basis, we feel like we have an excellent chance to win. We'll see, guys.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the free ball is a big concern for any defense.
God, get out of here with the fucking full-court press.
Is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not getting the free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
And San Antonio has possession after Eric Gordon's bucket. Backing down is Green. The pass to BERTANS. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Gotta get out of here with
And
the
San
fucking
Antonio
full-court press
calls the first time out of the
faggot.
game.
Gonna make you
They're
pay.
looking for a little bit of redemption in this one.
Bend you over
lost
with
to them
fucking
here
peanut
last
butter.
time.
Fucking goddamn motherfucker, goddamn fucking fuck you. You fucking fuck.
It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. We look at San Antonio. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Paul dishes to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Second shot opportunity. Ariza no luck.
What appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And stolen by Gordon. Here's Paul. Got it from 16 feet. Paul's got his first basket of the night.
If you're waiting for him to miss, he's that open.
Yes, keep doing the full court press. Keep doing it.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Now here's Paul. Ariza. And the three off target. Leonard attacking. Here's Aldridge. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to
Keep
build
doing
a
the
big
full court
lead
press.
early on.
Fuck.
It's tight.
Keep doing that full court press, bro. Fucking piece of shit, still. Had to take a piss. What are you gonna do? At least we said it. I'm not just going to sit there and pause it.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
I thought the reserves were the difference in the game, Greg. I mean, a lot of the scoring came from the bench.
And the Rockets making a change here. And Baamute's checked in. Harden the pass to Paul. Anderson a screen on Parker. Off the screen. And Harden with the stuff.
And that's not all there is to say about him, Steve. I mean, he also is a master of the pick and roll. Get the ball in his hands and set a screen for him.
Yeah, there you go. Keep doing that full court press.
Be an easy bucket after.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Joel Anthony's checked in for the Spurs. And so he makes both from the line. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. Harden with it. Leonard picks him up. Back to Anderson.
Yeah.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
And it's Paul penetrating. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
There you go.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. 2 free throw drops for Gasol. Gasol drops 2. Rockets trailed by 3. And it's Paul penetrating. And Anderson kicks to Paul. They get it again. He feeds it to Mbah-a-Moute. Shoots the 3. Gasol with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's
You got skirted up. He said, skirt, skirt. Crossed him up. He said, skirt.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
A good look from Harden. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Harden's got 8 points.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance.
Oh, yeah!
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Paul for 3. Gasol with the rebound. Leonard with the ball. The shot will not go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in.
Oh, he got it! Boom! Buzzer!
Knock it down!
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs. They're up by 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also another aspect of the game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Then there's Joel Anthony, and it's Gasol at the 5 spot. Kicks it out to Paul. Wide open. Pass to Harden. Paul outside. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Houston.
Fuck out of here.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
Leonard dishes to Murray. Outside, Green. Pass to BERTANS. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Keep doing that full court press.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Checked in. Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. Rockets trail by 3. Paul outside. And they double up Paul. Anderson, 6 on the shot clock. Back to Paul. Houston needs to get a shot off. And Harden with the stuff.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Harden right side. That one rolling around and rims out. It's Ginobili on the wing. Inside to Gasol. Takes it up with both hands and rips. Down.
A finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Harden the pass to Paul. Back to Harden. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
San Antonio calls timeout. for Eric Gordon.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Harden. First in scoring, fourth in assists, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. Passes it to BERTANS. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And it's Capella missing.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
San Antonio leading by 7. Leonard attacking. Kicks to Gasol. Rejected by Anderson. And it's the Rockets on the break. Green with the ball. Here's Paul. It's blocked. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Murray, guarded by Harden.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's Leonard. He dishes it to Gasol. And that one's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Green with the block.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
San Antonio calls timeout. Edmonds checked in for Joel Anthony. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals the season's second half. In third, the Rockets.
Kevin, this team isn't ready to give up on the season yet. I mean, they've been after the opposing ball handler every second of every game.
And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. This paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
He just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
It's completely one-sided.
Anthony's checked in for San Antonio. Rockets trailed by 11. It's Harden with the draw. Oh!
Do the replay special, Ed. Come on. You know you're gonna. Do the replay special, Ed. Come on. You know you're gonna. Are you embarrassed? Come on. Come on, special Ed. Do it. Come on. Let's see. Come on, special Ed. Let's see it. All right, special ed, let's go. Nuts to the face, just like you got. Nuts to the face, just like you got, bro. That was late rotation. That wasn't a facial like you got.
To cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Inside to Gasol. And the rebound collected by Capela. Rockets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Spurs leading by 8. Ginobili kicks to Green. That's good on the assist by Ginobili. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Paul with the ball. Now Green defending.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Gate kicks to Laverne. Now the pass to Bertans. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Harden. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Ginobili outside. The Spurs have missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Another shot from outside. They're not attacking. I mean, going in and seeking contact like they did in the first one. I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, you can't play the score clock. You have to play your game. They need to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, keep fouling.
Call on the net. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus.
There you go.
We'll
Thanks
to the
for
line to
fouling.
shoot 2. For San Antonio, they've made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Falling, Jimmy
And I think
Fallon,
this is
Jimmy
a
Fallon.
strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Dishes it to Harden. From the arc. And that does it for the first half of play.
Oh, by the way, you're on YouTube.
Spurs lead by 15. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Harden. 22 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. PJ Tucker is out there with Nene. And it's Paul in at the one spot. Green dishes to Leonard. And he bangs. It home with one hand. It's not possible what we just saw.
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys.
We're going to make you quit.
Like that.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
We're gonna make you quit. Tommy Robin, Reggie Roby, Shaquille Griffin. Tommy Griffin.
Let's look at the numbers for Aldridge. 18th in scoring, 18th in rebounding, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurs.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league, a tireless worker at the offensive end of the floor.
And it's blocked by Capella. And it's Houston on the break. Harden kicks to Paul. He's got a clear path. Oh, yes!
The sharp steal and then run out. It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Backing down is Anderson. Harden the pass to Ariza. Shot clock at 5. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. Now a timeout called by Houston. We've seen T.J. Warren really having a great game.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Here to quickly focus on shooting guards around the NBA and see who the top assist men have been since the All-Star break. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Houston shooting their third free throw shot of the game. San Antonio leading by 16. Now Murray. He passes it to BERTANS. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Now here's Harden. He's covered by Murray. And Anderson kicks to Ariza. Houston moving it around. In transition, here come the Spurs. Leonard with the ball.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Harden with it. Leonard picks him up. Anderson kicks to Harden. It's stolen. And here's Green outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight where they have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now a timeout called by Houston. We've seen T.J. Warren really having a great game.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him. Now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. 4th in blocks, 6th in fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. They've got some glass eaters on that squad.
You know, you talked about their spot in the shot blocking rankings. Their length and presence inside is not to be taken lightly. And trust me, their opponents are very conscious of it every time they drop the ball.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the middle. Here's Ariza. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Leonard attacking. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Shot from free throw range. They get it back.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Paul for 3. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
He kicks it to Harden. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And it's Green with the jam.
Hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Anderson. He's covered by Leonard. San Antonio calls timeout. Second half of the season, we've seen some fantastic performances from this group. The highest scoring shooting guards since the All-Star break. Harden dishes to Ariza. Back to Harden. Good. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Paul kicks to Harden. Houston moving it around. Ariza. Oh, he misses the dunk. Here's Leonard.
Excellent game we've seen from Manu Ginobili. 13 points, and he's played the role of the best today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Both free throws good from Ginobili. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Feeds it to Capella. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Green. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing efforts at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition. And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
In low to Aldridge. Anderson with the block. And he's able to get it back. And the dunk by Aldridge. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Paul passes to Capella. Paul kicks to Harden. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Harden hits them both. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
That free throw good from Aldridge.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Houston making a switch here. 36 seconds left to play in the third. And that one's good. Green.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
But they recover it. Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 12 now in this quarter.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
The first one falls. San Antonio making a switch here.
Almost up by 40.
Gasol drops 2. Now here's Harden. He's got 34. And that one's good. Harden's got 14 points here in the second half. Here's Gasol. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Spurs running away with it. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching
Bro,
2K Sports.
over it. Get over it.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Gasol at the 5. That's the San Antonio 5. Aldridge kicks to Green. Here's Gasol. Goes up again. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Nene.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Aldridge. He has 9 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
San Antonio calls timeout.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Tony Parker. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Aldridge. And for Houston, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. The dish now to Anderson. In transition, here come the Spurs. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Will go on P.J. Tucker. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. Tony Parker's checked in for Houston. Gasol.
A long wind-up and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
The feed now to Gasol. Back to Leonard. Pass to Gasol. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball.
It's so fucking funny, I swear.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Leonard kicks to Gasol. Lock at 6. He feeds it to Aldridge. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Offensive rebound. Harden outside. To halt the run. That's good. Harden's got 39.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Pass to Anderson. Ball outside.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Harden draws the double. Shot clock at 6. The three.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Paul for three. Again, the miss by Paul.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it play.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for San Antonio. Wayne Dedman comes in for Joel Anthony. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Free throw good from Harden.
You're getting murdered.
San Antonio making a
Score
switch
4
here.
points in this quarter.
Harden hits them both. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 16-5 run. And then Gay with the dunk.
And you can see that dunk coming from a while away. I mean, he lives for those moments.
And so do all of his fans. He doesn't disappoint. Clark, when he's got a clear path to the bucket, he's going to do something, special.
And Kevin, you're right. He definitely had a clear path on that. Very little defense being played right there.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group. It's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Houston making some changes. Aldridge comes in for Nene. And it's Green and for Ryan Anderson.
They beat by fucking 50.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
And the Rockets making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And Parker, here we go. Gay against Ariza. And free throw good from Gay. San Antonio making a switch here. Green's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Rockets shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Get out. Get the fuck out, you piece of shit. Come on, Zhu Kui. Joe Chi.
And the Spurs making a change here.
So you're better off just turning off your PS3, bro. Bro, we're gonna continue. You're on YouTube. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna embarrass you. So now you're on YouTube. You can let the time wind down again, and we're still gonna continue. Okay, look at you. You're getting fucking beat by 52, bro. 52. 52. Yo, do you understand that? 52. You're getting murked. Scored 5 points in the quarter. 5 points in the quarter. Think about that. 5 points. You're getting beat by 52. 5 points in the quarter. You're getting beat by 52. Come on. You had the crossover with DeJounte. You had 3'd up perfect through the half. You're done. You're riddled done. Look at that. Johnny BERTANS, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 28 fucking bombs. We're gonna continue it, bro. You're better off just turning your shit off. We're gonna continue it. There's nothing you can do about it. I know Tony Parker didn't score, but it doesn't matter. He had rebounds, he had assists, he had steals. Daniel was quiet. Quiet to God was quiet. Aldridge let his balls drip. But you're done. Fucking faggot. You're done. It's a 3-game win streak. Johnny BERTANS, player of the game. Over 500 VC.